Hey everyone, this is Colin from GIY Guy, but this is not a gardening video. This is a car maintenance video. So I was working on my Honda Civic because the driver's side, the front driver's side, and the rear passenger side windows just stopped working. If you watch a couple other videos and they really just recommend replacing the motor, there's one more thing that I really think you should try, and it's the only reason I'm posting this video, is so it might save you 150 bucks on a new window motor. It's a really simple fix. Most people aren't just gonna pull the motor apart, but that's what we end up having to do. So we're gonna go ahead and take the side panel off the car. There are other videos to show how to do that. There's basically two screws, one inside the handle, and then the second one, you pop this, the switch piece off, and there's one more screw in there. So just make sure you get both of those before you break your panel. And here is the window motor. So the way the guy identified the problem, basically he took this little wire connector off, connected a multimeter, or he had like a test light, but basically you put one probe on the green wire and one probe on the yellow wire. And the way you see if your switchboard is good, in my case I'm just going to use a DMM, and I'm going to put it on voltage mode. When I push the driver's side switch either up or down, it's going to show, it should show 14-ish volts, plus or minus, depending on which way you pull the switch. So if you're seeing voltage when you push the switch, that means voltage is getting to the motor, and that means that if your motor is obviously not working when you push the switch, then your motor could be bad. In this case, the motor's not actually bad. The motor's just dirty. So when you do this, I learned this the hard way, but you're going to see that it's starting to force this metal piece off, and that's because the weight of the window is actually forcing the motor out of its socket or holder, I guess. So yeah, once you get that third screw out, there's a chance that this will just kind of lift off. And if you just pull this out of there, you'll see the window start to slide down now because there's no resistance from the motor. But we'll just go ahead and let it slide down. And so this right here is your motor. Inside the motor casing here, there's a brush here and a brush here. And those just got really dirty, and they're just covered with like a black carbon coating. So all I did was take a Q-tip, put some rubbing alcohol on it, and then you just rub that Q-tip and clean the brushes. And then on this motor here, you do the same thing around here. So you can see the wear spots where the brushes rub against this metal. And if those brushes aren't making contact with the metal, then it's not going to operate the motor. And so what a lot of people think is just a bad motor is really just a dirty motor. So if you just do the work of taking this piece off, rub this down with a paper towel and rubbing alcohol, then you can go ahead and just reassemble it. And hopefully it works just fine for you. That ended up being the problem. First time I did this, I took a couple hours and took it all apart, watched YouTube videos, and the guy at the end just said, if it doesn't work, if you think the motor's bad, maybe just hit it a few times with a hammer, and that might work. Turns out he was right. I didn't really know what the problem was, but I hit it a few times with a hammer and it worked. Only problem is it only worked for about another month. And so this time I found the actual problem. So hopefully it keeps working for a while now. But that is all I wanted to show you in this video. So thanks for checking it out. Hopefully it helped you with your car window problem and saved you some money.